Welcome back, welcome back,
Yes.
welcome back.
Yes.
This is the Davison Intervention Hour, y'all. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Woo! Kenneth, this has been a week.
Yes, remember.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
A week to remember, y'all. Y'all know last week I told y'all we were celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary.
25.
Can you believe that, Kenneth? 25 years.
25.
I keep saying 25. I love that. Y'all, we celebrated 25 years. I'm just so super duper excited. But I do want you all to subscribe, like, and hit that notification so you can know when our next episode is going to happen.
Yes.
Keep those comments coming, y'all. We love the comments. Y'all, we're getting so many. I'm telling y'all, we eventually have to do another Q&A. But with that, because somebody asked us a question, that's what our subject is about today. Because they asked us a question because we were told them that we celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. And they asked us, is anniversaries a big deal for you all? Because the way you all talked about it, y'all talked about it like it was such a big deal. And
it's been so long since y'all been married, and it seems like a long time.
And only do y'all do it like on the 25th. They wanted to know that was it big for us with the 1st, with the 2nd, with the 5th, with the 10th, with the 15th, with the 7th. They wanted to know. Is anniversary a really big deal? So Kenneth, they asked the question. Answer the question. Is anniversaries a big deal?
And I'd like to answer it like this.
Okay.
I wanted to celebrate every year as if it was our first year.
Wow, really?
Even the first year we got married, we celebrated it. And then we made a big deal out of the second. And then all of a sudden we started, wanting to celebrate every 5 years.
Right.
So the 5th year, we had a big celebration. We invited people to come in and hang out with us.
We did.
So we tried to make every year a great grand year as if it was a big deal.
Right. And I think we made a big deal out of it because I'm going to give kudos to, and I'm just going to say one of our churches we went to, they celebrated marriage every single year. So I will say that every single year marriage was celebrated. So to me, that was the groundwork for us to continue to celebrate our marriage because to me, marriage is important. And like you said, celebrate 1 year as if it's 5 years or whatever. I think we don't just do it once a year. I think you and I celebrate often.
Yeah, I think we do it. I think we do it just to have a time to spend with each other. Because we celebrate anniversaries and then we celebrate everything else that comes up too.
Birthdays.
If it's a birthday or if it's a special holiday, whatever we try to celebrate. We try to make it exciting.
We do.
Because we enjoy marriage so much, I guess.
We do.
We try to make it like it's exciting. And then we want to try to spin that off to other couples too and let them know, say, look, make it a big deal. If it's your first year, if it's your second year, whatever it is, make it a big deal.
Right.
And then if you enjoy it, maybe somebody else will see that and say, look, hey, it's big to them.
Big to them.
So marriage must be great. If people are celebrating every year, if it's their first year or if it's their last year, if it must be important to them.
But I think it's a milestone for us to go from 1 year with all the difficulties. And y'all listen, y'all know, we know, everybody has some difficulties.
Oh, yes.
So if we can make it through those difficulties in a year, that's a celebration.
That's a big accomplishment.
That's a major accomplishment. Because we just had a retreat that we just came from, and it was so powerful how, you see couples that come in, and for us to tell them that it's a big deal to celebrate your marriage.
Right. And they were looking like, well, it's only first year. It's only our second year.
Right.
Okay, don't look at it like that. You made 1 year. That's a great milestone.
That's a milestone.
If you made 2 years, that's a great milestone. So we should make a big deal out of it. So when trials and tribulations come or when, situations come up, we can have something to celebrate.
So how do you celebrate? That's a good question. Nobody asked, but I just want to ask that question. Y'all, I got you. I'm going to ask questions to Kenneth today. How do you celebrate your anniversary? How did you celebrate this 25th? Because this was big to me.
Well,
how did you celebrate
what
this?
I kept doing was I kept pumping it up.
Okay.
I was trying to make a big deal out of it. I said, okay, look, we have a couple more months and then March will be here.
You did.
A couple more months. And it's almost here. So what we're going to do about it? We ought to make this one a grand one. Every year we make it a grand one anyway. But I said this 25th year, we ought to make it just something big and something exciting. And even though we did, I pumped it up to try to make it seem that way.
You did, and I appreciate that because even in spite of COVID, because we had plans to have a huge celebration.
Yeah, invite some friends over.
We wanted a huge celebration because Kenneth and I realized a long time ago our marriage is bigger than us.
Yes.
And it's not about us, but it's about the people we connect with that impact and influence our lives that allow us to reconnect and stay together. Yeah. So we wanted a big grand style event. COVID came, so we just said, you know what? Let's do what we always do, and that's us spending that time together.
Yes.
And we love to do that.
I tried to fool you and try to say, well, you know, it's not going to be that big this year. It's going to, you know, I'm going to try to do something, you know. But don't get mad at me if it doesn't turn out the way it normally does.
You did tell me.
So I just kind of, laid the groundwork like that. And I said, well, you know, I'm probably not going to be able to do much because, you know, COVID, and they won't let you into half of these restaurants and half of these venues and stuff. So I said, what am I going to do? But I surprised
you. did, because I'm going to tell you one thing you told me. You said, we can go to this place, one of our restaurants that we like to grab tacos from. He said, well, what if I take you to this little taco place?
And you look like
I said,
taco place.
You know,
I'm like, well, I mean, it's going to be a celebration. It's going to be you and I at the taco stand. Right. So would that be okay?
And you know, I love their tacos. So I was like, okay, the taco. And can y'all imagine? I'm saying we done celebrated 25 years, not even just 25 years, but just celebrate marriage. And you take me to get tacos. I was excited, y'all, but I'm gonna be for real.
You were looking.
I didn't want no tacos.
I should have took a picture of how you were looking. You look like. I wish you would take me to a taco stand.
I was like, Kenneth gonna take me to tacos for my anniversary. I'm talking about 25 years of my, that's like half of my life, and you want to take me to get tacos?
I threw it out there just to see what you said. I was trying to keep you low down so you wouldn't be so excited when the thing happened. You know, when the thing happened. So finally, when March 2nd got here, you know, I was still trying to play it down.
You were.
I was like, you need to hurry up and get ready because we're going to try to do something.
And I said, and y'all ladies, y'all know, we always ask, how should I dress? And he said, I said,
dress
nice.
Casual and dress, I said,
dress nice.
Dress like it's 25 years.
I said, dress really nice. And I was kind of casual dressed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I was casual dressed, but I was dressed up.
Yeah.
So I just made sure I looked, and to my surprise, I went to one of my favorite restaurants.
Which was True Love's. Yes. True Love's in Dallas on McKinney. I'm going to give them a shout out because they are great. I had already called them. I had already set the atmosphere up. The guy said, hey man, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to get it ready for you. And I didn't tell her that. But he said, I'm going to take care of you. So True Lux and we were all the ones that knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, he did.
And so she was like, we're going to True Lux. I said, yeah, I think we can kind of squeeze. So you make a reservation? I said, reservation?
Right.
I said, that's right. You do have to make a reservation at True Lux. I said, well, I guess I can squeeze it in. She said, okay, I don't want to go up here and be embarrassed and we get up at the True Lux and the people tell us that you don't have a reservation. Exactly. You can't come in.
Right.
And so she was still, dumbfounded, didn't know what was going on.
Still on the fence.
Well, I guess we're going to do it. I said, well, let's get ready and we'll just try to go over here anyway.
And we did. And y'all know what? We had a really good time. We did that. We came home. Because, I'm just saying, during this time, to me, I will go out, but I don't like to just hang out.
Right, long.
Yeah.
Right.
So we went out, and the way they had it, it was set up so well.
Yeah, the ambiance was great. They had music playing, and then they had the lights dimmed down.
Yes.
He had some surprises waiting on us when we got there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
They did really good.
I want to give them a shout out. They did good.
I'm going to say they did really good because with the spacing and everything, they did a really good job. Yes. So I just want to tell you, Kenneth, I was really impressed with what you did. And not only that, y'all, but he even took me somewhere else. That's why I say, even though we did a retreat, he ended up sliding something else in there. And I was just so excited because my anniversary was better than I expected. Because you know me, and I'm saying I love surprises, but I like it to be a good surprise. I don't like no surprise and you take me to getting tacos. I don't want a surprise like that.
And so when she finally saw us drive up to True Love, and the guy opened the door up she said, I guess this is going to be as grand as I think it is.
It was.
So it turned out to be a great evening.
It was really good.
And then even the weekend was great too. But we try to make a big deal out of our marriage.
Yes.
Because I don't want singles, and I don't want people who are contemplating marriage to look at maybe our marriage and other marriages and say, no, I don't want to be married. If it's going to look anything like that, y'all fuss and argue all the time. You complain. You're always cussing at one another. I never see y'all happy. I never see y'all holding hands. I don't even never see y'all seem like y'all are engaged in anything. I don't want single-minded couples to see us like that and say, I don't want to be married.
Right.
I don't want to be married.
Right.
So we try to make a big deal out of marriage itself.
We do.
So people can say, well, maybe marriage isn't all that bad.
Yes.
maybe marriage is not all that bad.
Exactly.
If I see these couples, I see some other couples happy, I see my parents happy, I see some other people happy, maybe marriage ain't all that bad.
Because I realized, like you said, I think we both agreed and decided to set a better standard or a view for our son.
Right.
Not just our sons, our nieces and nephews. We wanted them to see what a healthy marriage looked like.
Not a perfect marriage, but a healthy marriage.
Right. We wanted to see. We wanted them to see what a healthy marriage looked like. And y'all don't get me wrong. Kenneth and I fuss. We still fuss
all the time, like she said, all the time.
Let me throw this in there, y'all. We fussed before we was about to do this video.
Yeah, we were debating on what we're gonna do it over.
Talk about. Yeah. So we did. We still go back and forth. And so,
but at the end of the day,
it's not about us.
And we don't let it divide us.
We don't ever let it divide us.
We have issues all the time. We have situations come up, conflicts come up. But we try our best not to let it divide us. And that's what we're always trying to put out there. Don't let issues and problems in life, divide you. Right. Because it can.
Just like I talk about revive, restore, reunite.
Yes.
Kenneth and I always try to revive each other so we can restore what's going on, so we can continue to reunite this situation. Yes. And that's what this is about. Us celebrating our marriage because we have gone through some stuff and it did need to be revived. Right. Then after it's been revived, some stuff we need to restore because we've torn it down or it's been damaged. Right. And then guess what? It just brings us back together where we reunite as one. Yes. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Us reuniting as one. Not Kenneth doing his thing or I'm doing my thing. But we coming together as a team, as one. And I think that's so important because that's the image we want our son to see. I'm just being honest. Yeah. I just really want my son to see something positive and that he can say, okay, the memories that I have of my parents was this. Because I got some negative, and I know he got some negative images of us, which is, and that's fine. Yeah. But I want the positive to really outweigh the negative.
Yes.
That's what
and and at the end of the day, that's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to what makes you happy. What is it all about? Is life worth living for? Is marriage worth living for? And that's what we try to convey to other couples. You said I do when you first got married. And
I like you said that. Let me interrupt you real quick because you did say I do, but then in the I do's, you said I promise. I said I promise to have. I promise enriching
and reform. Let me look great like I did?
I promise to I said I promise to do these things. And I did say I do. Okay. But I did say I promise to everything I said I promise. Kenneth, I promise to have. Okay. Kenneth, I promise to hold. Kenneth, I promise in sickness and in health. Kenneth, I promise through death do us part. Kenneth, I promise in richer report. I said those things. I said I promise to those things.
Well, that's interesting because at the end of the day,
I did.
We can bring this back up and say, okay, we're having some tough times. Right. We're having some struggles through our marriage. Do we just pack our bags and leave, or do we roll up our sleeves and try to stick with this until the end?
We have to just stick through
because I have friends that have given it up after 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years, even 25 years have given it up. So what we do to help us, in this anniversary moment here is we go back and look at some of our anniversary pictures.
We do.
We go back and look at some of our wedding pictures. Yes. After the 5 years, after the 10 years, we say, look, was it worth all of that?
Was it worth all this?
We accomplished something 5 years now. We accomplished something 10 years now. We accomplished something 20 years now. Right. And that gives us motivation to go on.
Yes, it does.
Go on to the next year.
Right. Because I even look at, I'm saying, we've celebrated 25 years. In those 25 years, the things that we've accomplished, the things we have not accomplished, the things we've agreed upon, some things we have disagreed upon. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to do it with anyone but you.
Right, and I agree with you too.
I would, because me and you would kind of reflect, and that's kind of what we do with our, we kind of reflect a lot on what it looks like for the 25 years. Because I even asked him, I said, Kenneth, where do you think you would be? Do you think we will be doing do you think you, not we, do you think you will be doing what we're doing right now had you and I not crossed paths? Do you think
and when you asked me that this past weekend,
I asked you this past weekend.
And I said that I know I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I probably would be on course doing something else.
I said the same thing.
It might not have been as productive as this is, right? But it would have been doing something else. Probably working with youth and teenagers.
Right.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. I know I wouldn't be working with hard-headed couples.
Right.
Couples are hard-headed. They are hard-headed, stubborn, and bullheaded.
But even
I would probably work with teenagers.
Okay, but I'm saying even in that stubborn and bullheadedness of couples, because we are, you
yes,
and I
we
are
are.
stubborn
Yes,
and
we
bullheaded.
are. I agree with you.
I think as many lives as we've touched and impact, look what we've done, and not to just pat ourselves. That's not why I'm saying
it's all about
this.
the grace of God. It's
I'm
all
saying
the
that
grace
because
of God.
I'm saying that because when you cross paths with someone,
yes,
that you don't even foresee. I didn't foresee this.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
The reason why I'm bringing this up, I didn't foresee this, but when I passed cross, and that's called when I passed cross. And it's called.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
yeah.
But once I passed cross, and we went in a direction that we thought we were supposed to go in,
right?
But it ended up going in another direction that the Lord saw better to go in.
Right.
And look at the results now is what I'm saying. Look at as many couples as we impacted.
Yeah.
Look at the families we've impacted.
Yeah.
Look at the singles we've impacted. Look at some of the kids we've impacted. And that's what I'm saying. It's not just about us.
Right. 25 years of us being together.
Right.
25 years
Look
of
whose lives we've touched. Yeah. And that's what it's about.
That's
to me, it's about once you get it, you pass it on to help others. And that, to me, that was one of the reasons why we started doing this podcast and blog, because we know what works for us. We know how we've helped so many couples. So we was like, why not just put it out there and let people hear? Because sometimes y'all gonna watch and y'all gonna say, oh, they already told us that story. Yeah, because these are the people we've already touched. So guess what? You're gonna hear some of the same stories that we've told, that we've shared with you in private, which is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we want you to realize is once you get it, if you pass it on, look where we are now 25 years later.
Right.
There's no way I could imagine or even wrote this script that I would be right here 25 years later celebrating a marriage with you.
Yes. Enjoying
life.
Yes.
Impacting couples.
Yes.
Impacting families, impacting just everyone. There's no way I could have wrote that. And I appreciate you for that, because I love the way you care for me.
And I thank you too for not being so rebellious. Because at first you did not want it to work out that way. I didn't either. We didn't see it that way.
I did not.
But then when we see God's manifestation of how he orchestrated this whole ordeal here, brought you and I together and said, hey, okay, I'm going to put you two hard-headed people together, and I'm going to help y'all help other people.
Exactly.
And so what we did was you yielded to the Lord, I yielded to the Lord,
I did.
And he went ahead and said, okay, since y'all yielded to me, I'll show you how we together with the Lord can make this thing work and turn it out great. And turn it out great. So it took two of us. It took you yielding yourself, because you can say, well, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. I could have said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. And then 25 years later, we'd have been doing something else.
Exactly.
But we yielded ourselves to the auspices of the Lord, and he showed us, and look, this is what I can do. When I take your two little fish, my two little fish, and he can build something off of it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we did. And I appreciate you for yielding yourself to that. Yes.
He built it really, really good.
Yes.
They said when you find somebody that loves you, it's a game changer, y'all.
Okay.
When you find somebody that loves you, it's a game changer. And that's what I want to tell you.
Yeah.
This has been a game changer for me, because I found somebody that loved and cared for me. So I know this is a game changer for me.
And what's so scary about it, if it looks like this at 25 years, can you imagine what the next years is going to be?
I know, I think about that too.
I can't wait to see what 26 is going to look like. I can't wait to see what 27 is going to look like. You know, and so on and so on.
I'm excited.
So you have to have faith. I have to have faith.
We do.
We both have to have faith in the Lord Jesus Christ to say, look, we put more faith in you now, Jesus, so we can see what the next year is going to be like.
See what it's going to
so
be like.
we are continuing to be more excited about anniversaries.
Yes.
We're continuing to be excited about what we're going to do each day, each month, each week, each year in order to help this relationship get better.
And I'm excited too, because that's why I say y'all seeing it from the ground when we first started.
Yes.
Y'all, I can't even believe y'all. We like up to episode 9. Okay. I mean, this is like, this right here will be episode 9, and I can't believe what we've seen thus far. That's why I said we've seen people asking just all types of questions. How can we connect with y'all? How can we do this? How did y'all get? It's just really been amazing. But I'm grateful and I appreciate you. That's why I say I'm telling you I appreciate y'all as well.
Yeah.
But Kenneth, I know 25 years, I can't wait for the next 25 years.
Yes, because it's so amazing how if we just move ourselves out of the way.
Yeah.
If we as couples and individuals and relationships and in marriage, if we can ever learn how to get self out of the way, that's what we are learning.
Right.
To move ourselves out of the way. I know I'm still stubborn. And I know she's still stubborn too. She wants to have her way. I want to have my way sometime too. But we are learning that if we move ourselves out of the way, give the Lord a chance to work in our crazy lives, He can work miracles in our lives. He can work miracles in you all's lives.
He can.
But we all got to learn how to deny ourselves.
That's it.
If we can ever learn to deny ourselves.
And with that, and we got to have the faith to believe.
Yes.
Have the faith to believe. I have the faith to believe that this will work, that this will be
a great year. This is going to be a great
This will be our union 25 plus.
Yes.
We're going to see 5 more. We're going to see 10 more. We're going to see, but have the faith, because I'm telling you that was hard for me, is to have that faith to believe that we will be here.
And it passed by so fast. I said that other day. I said it didn't even seem like it's been 25 years.
It's been 25
years. Just yesterday we were saying I do. We were getting married, and then we were off to try to celebrate 1 year. It's just so amazing how those years pass by so fast.
Yes, it's amazing how that happens. But we enjoyed just sharing, just a snippet of some things we've done for our 25-year anniversary. We're going to keep y'all going to let you see what we're going to be doing, continuing. I'm excited about next week.
Yes.
We just want to make sure y'all just realize that in order for your relationship to work, you got to revive it, restore it, so this baby can be reunited.
Yes.
It's got to be.
Yes.
Don't forget to tell people about the show, the Davison Intervention. Like I said, continue to subscribe and like, make those comments, and share, and just keep them coming. We love you all.
Yes,
we look forward to seeing y'all next week.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.